Hey YouTube, it's Carrie from Razor Sharp Crafts, and I just finished a project, and I mean I literally just finished it, and I wanted to share it with you all. So I've gotten into this like planning craze, which I know it's been a craze according to YouTube and Instagram and Pinterest. It's been for a year or two now. But I've always been one, I've always kept a planner book, especially with going back to school, because I'm one, I have to write stuff down, especially due dates, stuff like that, or I forget. And so I don't even know how, but I stumbled across some videos, and I've recently, in the month of May, I started doing bullet journaling, which if you have no clue what that is, check it out. It's so much fun if you like getting creative in your journal. And I had also bought the, there's a glare, Me and My Big Ideas binder or planner, but it doesn't start until July. You can't see that because the light is glaring, but July is the first month that it starts. So I have another month to wait, and I've had this for like 2 or 3 months now, waiting to use it. I purchased this little, it's like a tab and a ruler to go in it. I got that actually at Staples in their ARC section, their ARC binding section. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with this and seeing if I enjoy it or not. I don't know. I've never used one of these big planners like this. I've always just bought in the ones that you get at Walmart, you know, and write my stuff down in it. So like I say, I started bullet journaling, and everybody uses the Leuchtturm or the Moleskine or whatever. But I have not been able to afford one of those, and just haven't, even when I have the money, I just don't order one or whatever. Because I showed you guys the video of how I made this gridded composition book and how I made it pretty. And I've just been using it. And so I'm just going to quickly flip through. There's a couple of my dailies. There's my Calendex, dailies, fun stuff. So I've been using that. But then I stumbled across the Lister's Got a List challenge by, what's her name? Her name is Corey. I can't think of her YouTube name. But the website is listersgotalist.com, or you can do hashtag listersgotalist, listersgotta, G-O-T-T-A, list, on Instagram, and you can see some of the stuff. Oh gosh, what is her name? I'll link her channel in the description box, or the website or something. And a lot of people that do that use the Midori notebooks or travel journals. And they create cute pages, and it just looks like so much fun. And I'm like, well, I don't want to put that in my bullet journal, because my bullet journal, I really do just plan in it. Like I don't do all the lists. Like I'll do like to-do lists, but I don't do like the quote unquote fun stuff in there. And to me, planning is fun, so that's all good. But I don't do like the challenges and stuff like that, because right now I'm using it just for planning. So I didn't have the money to go buy Midori. And so I was watching videos on YouTube, and I saw people making them. And so I decided to make my own Midori cover, and I did my own inserts. My inserts look horrible. I got to figure out a better way of binding them and cutting them. I have watched one lady, she uses one of these to cut them, and just a metal ruler, and just runs it until they're cut all the way through. I tried that, but my ruler kept moving, or I kept moving. I don't know. Still couldn't get it. Couldn't get it right. So I'm going to work on that, and I've looked at the extra long staplers, like the saddle staplers and stuff like that. So I'm thinking I might invest in one of them if this is something I really get into. So anyways, 5 minutes of rambling, I'm sorry, but this is what I came up with. And this fabric was a fat square from Walmart. I just picked it up, and along with the elastic, it's just the Dritz round cord elastic. They also had the soft stretch elastic, and it's braided, so it's like flat instead of round. I picked up both, but I only used the round today. And then, so like you open this up, and I got the same on the inside. Some people make them different on the inside. I kept it the same. And I have 2 of the cords going through. See, there's one cord. There's the other cord. So I just have 2 cords in it. And then I just made a cord to connect these 2 that just runs through the center of both. So it makes it one. Let's see. They're connected. Emma is the one that I got that from at... Oh gosh, I really should have wrote these people down. I'm going to put links to their stuff in the description box, so please don't get upset with me because I'm not remembering their names. I'm trying to get on YouTube here on my iPad real quick so I can tell you. Alright, history. I just watched one of her. Inspired Blush is Emma's channel. And again, I'll link her down below. She's the one that I kind of got the idea on cutting these. She mentioned the saddle stapler, and I Googled it to find out what it was. And I'm like, ooh, that would be spectacular for making these. And then she had made her own Midori. She did something a little bit different. I'm going to explain how I did this in just a second. But first, my inserts. This is like my best one right here. So I'm going to pull it out. So I like the dotted paper and the graph paper. Here's the other. And graph paper. And so I am, those of you that follow me regularly know that I am going to school right now for graphic design. So I actually created this paper in Illustrator, both of these, the graph and the dotted. I created them in Illustrator and then print them with InDesign, which these are Adobe programs that we use in my classes. And then because I couldn't get a stapler to reach into here, I'm like, I have no clue what to do. I actually used small eyelets to bind them because I wanted them actually bound for when I pull them out of my book to use them. They don't fall apart. Because I've seen where some people, they just don't even bind theirs. They just fold them over, stick them in here, and then boom, you know, they're done. Well, like they stick the book over the band from the cover and not the way, or maybe they do it this way too. I don't know, but I want it where I can pull the book out and it be one piece. So I want to show you this real quick. This was the very first one I did. It has way too many papers in it. I couldn't get anything to really bind it properly. The eyelets are attempting to hold it together, but the pages will pop out very easily. And then, like, look at my cut job. It is so horrible. Like, I gouged the heck out of this paper. Like, it cracks me up, actually. But I put it in there because it's still paper and it can still be written on. And it's just fine. And then look at how much shorter this book is because of how many times I messed up in cutting it and finally I just left it imperfect because I was like, oh my god, I'm not going to have a page left if I don't stop. So those are my inserts in my pretty book. Oh god, I love this paper. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it on YouTube before, but I absolutely freaking love owls. Like, I love anything owls, everything owls. My kitchen is slowly getting decorated in owls. And yeah, so absolutely love owls. So that's why I chose the owls. For the holes, I just used eyelets. And like if you notice, the holes at the bottom and at the top, they don't line up. And there's no way for me to really get close and show you guys that. Like these ones went off to the side just a little bit instead of being on the fold, whereas these ones are kind of perfectly on the fold. So I'm probably going to be making another one. I might actually just go to Joann's or Hobby Lobby or somewhere just to see what different owl fabrics they have, because like this was the only one Walmart had. So, but I mean, it's adorable and I love it. But you know, you know how you can always find something that you like even more if you look around usually. So, okay, Kerri, shut up. How did you make this? All right, so I don't know. I am more of a paper crafter. Not really a sewer, but I wanted it fabric, not paper. So there is this product out there on the market, and it's called Craftex, and it's craft paper fabric. Like it's paper, but you treat it like fabric. You can sew on it, you can emboss on it, you can stamp on it. Where's the part where they say everything? Oh, right here. Sew, stamp, paint, distress. And then you can even wash it and dry it. Well, I think you're supposed to dry it with an iron, if I remember correctly. Oh no, machine wash, tumble dry. So yeah, like you treat it like fabric, do anything, or paper. So it's a really cool product. Hobby Lobby carries it, and at Hobby Lobby it's $12.95. I of course used my 40% off coupon and got it even cheaper. But it's been sitting in my craft room for quite a while. Oh, look, it includes a free bag project. I didn't even notice that. Might have to check that out. I really would like to get into sewing, but I don't have a sewing machine. I bought, I'll just show you the box. I bought this thing at, I think it was, I either bought it at Walmart or at Kroger, which is our local grocery store. But the Kroger's kind of, they have like different stuff for sale in there as well. Not like Walmart, where Walmart's got everything and food, but yeah. Anyways, it's a grocery store with other stuff. So I bought this at one of them, but this was too thick to put into this, so I wasn't able to sew. I wanted to do a stitched edge on it. I still might ask maybe my mother-in-law if she could run it through her sewing machine, because she sews, just to stitch the edges. Because, okay, so I took this Craftex and I cut it to the size I wanted, which the size of my Craftex was 9 1/4 by 12 1/2. I wanted it to be really big so I could get extra books in here, but that one eyelet, those two eyelets at the bottom being off, are throwing it off, and that's why you can kind of see my books sticking out right there. So yeah, I cut it off, and I put a layer of like just this plain white fabric that I had over the side that was going to be, this was going to be on, just because this is black and you could see the black through the white, and I didn't like that, and it kind of dulls the colors. So I put a piece of white fabric over that. Had I known this was a project I was going to do, I would have bought, I want to say they have it in white. I know they have it in craft color, but I maybe wouldn't have bought black. Let me just put it that way. If I'd have known that this was the project. But I didn't. I bought that, God, months ago or a year ago or something. So I cut two pieces at that size, put white on two different sides. Because if you can see here, these are two different pieces. See? There's two pieces, there's two pieces. So then any of you that do paper crafting know you would lay your cardstock down over your chip, and then you'd put your chipboard on it, and then you'd wrap your edges, and that creates a nice wrapped edge. Well, I did the exact same thing. I laid my fabric down, like this side down, and then put the Craftex on top of it, and then wrapped my edges, and I just used regular old score tape to hold the fabric. When I wrapped the edges around, I put it onto score tape so it held the edges wrapped around. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I'm sorry. And then I literally, like, before these were put together, I laid one flat and I covered the entire thing, like, in there. I covered the entire thing with score tape, and then I plopped this one on top of it. And so they're just glued together with score tape right now. But yeah, so I just wrapped that craft text in fabric, and use score tape to hold it on around the edges. So like this isn't attached on this side to that. I don't know. God, I feel like I'm not making any sense. I don't know how soon I'm going to make another one of these, but when I do, I'm going to try to film it for you guys. But please be patient. I always say I'm going to do a project. It could take me a month or so before I do it. But there are good tutorials out there. But this one I just enjoy because it's a no-sew. Yeah, so, I don't really know. But yeah, like you can see in there because I didn't have tape right in that area when I taped them together, because I was 100% anticipating on putting a nice little sew around my edges and for extra support and holding it together. But so basically to make this, you just needed the elastic, some eyelets, and I just used the ones that come with a crocodile. I did not use my crocodile though. Paper crafters, I'm sure you guys have seen this. I used my, what do they call it again? The big, oh my god, my brain has just shut down on me. I want to call it a big shot, but it's not. Crocodile 2. That's what this says on the handle. Crocodile 2. But it's the big guy, and you can go all the way up to like 7 inches in there for setting. For 3/16 hole punch, you can get like 6 inches. 1/8 hole, you can get 6.5. So yeah, this worked out great for getting that middle one right there because it reached in there. So I used my crocodile. Oh, I already said that, didn't I? Anyways, I used my big crocodile. I used eyelets. I used this elastic cord, fabric, score tape, and craft text. That was it. Might even all be stuff you have in your craft room now. So again, attach your fabric to your craft text by wrapping the edges around and attaching them with score tape, and then completely cover, and then make 2 of those. Completely cover one side of one with score tape, and then line them up, squish them together, punch your holes, put your eyelets in, set them, put your elastic in, then put your inserts in, and you are done. So I really hope to find some different fabric and make another one hopefully soon for you guys, because I know I probably just confused a lot of you, and I'm sorry. But I'm excited over this. I think it looks great, even though my eyelets are off. But that will bother me because I have slight OCD and stuff like that bothers me. But, so that's why I'll probably make another one, and then maybe I'll just gift this to somebody. Ow, I just stabbed myself with my little stabby thingy. So yeah. I realize y'all might have 100 questions. So if you do, leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer the best I can. I'm not real good at explaining stuff, as you can probably tell. I'm better at showing people how to do stuff. That's why I say I'll try. Maybe my husband's next payday, which would be this coming Friday, which is like a week away because we're only at Saturday. Maybe I can go to one of the craft stores and pick up some different fabric. Or maybe I'll just, no, because it's going to be for me. I was going to say maybe I'll just pick up something or see what I have here. But I really want another owl pattern because I'm going to make this one where the eyelets are right, and then it's going to be mine. So, yeah. I can't believe my kids haven't busted through the door yet because it's summer vacation, and usually anytime I turn the camera on, they bust down my door. So if you have questions, leave them down below. I'll try to answer them to my best of my ability. I'm going to put Inspired Blush, she's link to her YouTube channel. She did one that was no-sew. Well, she sewed on. No, she did sew. But she used a material on the inside where when you ironed it, it glued everything to it. So check out her channel for that. I'll put the link to her channel in the description box. And I'll also put the link to the Lister's Got a List lady. All I can remember is her name's Corey. Can't remember the name of her YouTube channel though. But I'll put the links down below so you guys can check that out too if you want to get into it. So thank you guys for sticking with me for 20 minutes of babbling, but I really am just excited that I actually made this and stoked, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I know some of you will feel the same way and you'll be like, oh my god. My husband will be like, you are crazy. So thank you all for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because oh, sorry, a little more rambling. For those of you that know me, I know in one of my older previous videos I said, hey, you won't see me much over the summer because I'm taking classes. Well, all of my classes for the summer got canceled due to low enrollment. So I'm off for the summer. I'm not going back to classes till August. So I'm going to try to do some videos. I'm going to try to get y'all back and liking me again, because I know I've been really I've just been AWOL on y'all lately. So that's why I say I will be doing more videos. And so subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I will see you guys again soon. And hopefully I can do a tutorial on this very soon. I tell you what, if you want a tutorial, just say that you want one in the comments. Because if I get enough comments from subbies saying they want a tutorial, might be able to bribe my husband and let me go grab some fabric before payday. So leave me a comment if you want a tutorial on how I did this, and I'll see what I can get done for you guys, okay? So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.